Hi, hello everyone. We are sitting here at this beautiful gazebo at a park in Sun City in Gurgaon, and this is considered one of the poshest locations in Gurugram. Now, a house here costs anywhere upwards of 5 crore rupees, but how exactly is the quality of life that the locality offers to its people? Kusum, let me begin with you. You have been here for about 20 years, and in fact, most of you have been here for more than 10 to 15 years, right? How have you seen the city change, or I'd say deteriorate over the years?
Yeah, I am staying here from 20 years, and we booked this place because it was such a beautiful lawns and everything. So everything was fine, and but we are so busy with our kids, where they're growing up, so we are not bothered about the world outside. But when everything was all right, the kids have grown up, so I started into social work and started working with MCG on several fronts. So that time, the real things, I could see. Before I could not see any, Bandwadi which is coming. So Bandwadi is one thing which has come up in front of me. So that's something, we used to see a small thing which is coming up. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा कचरा है, it will just go. It is a small thing. But then I realized it is in front of me. I'm seeing a huge mountain now. So then my I started thinking about it. How what are we doing for Gurgaon as a citizen? What is our role and what government is doing? We cannot just blame the government for everything. So I spoke to MCG. I went to GMDA. I spoke to police departments. What is happening? Why
So,
things?
is it also a lack of responsiveness? Because some of you, I think, have your offices within Gurgaon, and we all understand the traffic snarls and how frustrating it can be on the roads for so long. How is the experience like?
Yeah, once you see the Gurgaon on the world map, it is the only city in the world from the India which is on the world map. It is one of the most emerging city, I guess. Once you see that kind of the massive development coming up there, there are likely to bound to be some problems with that. So Gurgaon administration did not apprehend that kind of that problem, that kind of the massive development, this kind of the is likely to come up. And definitely in the next 2 3 years and come to know, the administration would be able to solve that problem. But you see, and we need to be feel proud on that this Gurgaon is on the world map just because of the massive development, by the massive contribution by the professionals, by the different kind of them different field on this. So we need to take a credit on this. These are the very small things. You talk about any country, any city which will not face this kind of problem. See, last year, Dubai had a massive flood. They could not because there is no rain, so they don't know the flood. And here we see it there because of the development is there. So I'll not say I'm very contented person. The problem will come up because of the development and it will be resolved in next 2 3 years,
But
I
the
guess so.
point also is that as Gurgaon continues to develop, the problems that are also plaguing it and escalating. Now, the flooding that happens, for example, when there is rainwater, and especially if it rains for like 2 to 3 days, how do people manage?
So look, my office is in Cyber Hub. So in the recent rains, what happened? Some of my colleagues, some of my team members. So on the golf course road itself, some of them took 3 4 hours. So obviously, what my friend Majid ji was mentioning, right? So there, there were certain things which were not anticipated, considering the means obviously the people who have come to Gurgaon. But again, some of the positive things are there. Like when I moved 12 13 years back, I used to reach office, maybe sometimes 45 minutes, maybe sometimes 2 hours also. But now, because of the underpasses and all, if most of the time I reach in 15 20 minutes. And at when I started, then I used to think, suppose I get free also at 5 6, I used to think that let the traffic be, okay, then I will go. But the situation has improved significantly, I would say. And also, some of the things, the way they have come up really well. But at the same time, I would like to, bring some attention, because some of the cities like Indore, so my close friend was a municipality commissioner there. So the way they have improved on the cleanliness part, what Mona was also mentioning is very important. So I'm also a long distance runner. So I used to run on, still run on Aravali Hills. But what I have seen in past 1 year, a lot of, garbage collecting on the roads, on this, Aravali Hills. It's really frustrating because, means I used to love running when I moved from Delhi to Gurgaon. So the major attraction was the kind of, the parks like Devilal Parks and other parks are there. So I used to love when I moved here. But some of the things, as a citizen also, we need to, if you see any roads like Faridabad Gurgaon Road, right? So a lot of, garbage have come up, around those roads, which was a kind of, we all runners used to love on those roads now. Because of these conditions, we are apprehensive, right? And also some of the things what I think that government can do, right? So Gurgaon, is a great place. Like, for us, we are a cricket lovers. So many grounds are not available in any part of the country. But some of the things like bus stands, right? So there is no proper bus stand in Gurgaon, right? Considering the population which is increasing. If you see the conditions of the railway stations, right? So they need to improve. So because somebody comes to the railway station, some of the common people who still travel, everybody cannot afford the flight, right? So, and some of the, like civil hospital, that's in pathetic situation, right? So, because the kind of collection which is happening from tax, and I can tell you, like, as a corporate, but those things are not totally translating. Some of the, private parties like, DLFs and all, they are working. So if you leave the Golf Course Road, so other places, there are still challenges. And if you go there, you don't feel like going sometimes again, right? Some of the parts, they're not as planned as some of the cities like, Greater Noida, Chandigarh, or some of the cities like Indore. So on that part, I'm saying that it's a great place. My daughter went to Mumbai recently. She said that what a place, I want to come back to Gurgaon. Because here considering so many parks, so many, the houses, the size of houses and infrastructure, some of the things are great.
But that was the very idea
Yeah.
of how Gurgaon was developed in the first place and how so many people wanted to move here. In terms of its infrastructure, in terms of the many promises that were made and even how it was developing. I'm talking about the flooding issue, and also you mentioned to me that there have been homes that get flooded. For the water to be moved out is a task, and you have been calling the MCG every year. They come up with a suggestion, but the suggestion is not good enough to be able to fix the problem and nip it in the bud.
Absolutely. So this is the 4th year now. This is the 4th year, and now we are thinking that the new solution which has been come up. So this should help, this waterlogging in the B block. So we are hoping that this year that problem will be solved forever. But we can only confirm once the project is over.
How long has it been that this problem has been occurring year on
See,
year?
it's been 4 years from the time the tower, the commercial towers have come up. So they built a wall. So they constructed a wall. After that, the problem started because there was no, going out. So that was the thing for the waterlogging. When you were talking about the traffic and when you were talking about the infrastructure, population has increased. It's too much to handle, and for handling that, this infrastructure is very congested. Because if you'll just for example, we take a township like us, so wherein it was built for only for particular number of people, we had 2.5 apartments, wherein 2 families would be staying, or 2.5 3 families are staying. Now in the same thing, the four floors are coming up. So there are, the infrastructure is same, the sewer lines are same, the stormwater line is same, the roads are same, and the parking. So everything is same, but the population is increased like anything. So when they were increasing the FAR, we were the ones who objected to it, and we had a meeting with all the leaders here, and we said, at least just leave it in the old places, township which were developed 20 years back. For the new townships, you can definitely go ahead for that because you will be, putting up the lines like that. But they didn't listen, and here we are. And now we have also started having parking problems. People have started fighting the way they used to fight in Delhi. So we are seeing the same scenario. So population has increased, but infrastructure
Right.
is still the same.
That, of course, is the issue. And in fact, even when our team was driving to come to you all, there were so many of these patches right on the main road. And, you know, I could only imagine for homes that are overlooking the expressway, overlooking these roads, of the amount of money people have paid. But in your view, is the cattle straying and piles of garbage, the stench, the filth. I can only imagine what it is like for runners like you, for many, many cyclists who would want to go out there every morning, but it is so difficult.
Yeah, it's true. I think to sum it up, we are playing the catching up game and we have a band-aid approach. These are two of the very major fundamental problems as far as Gurgaon is concerned. Millennial city coming up, the bestest of infrastructure in terms of office spaces, the glitzy lights. You feel as if you're walking into New York cities, particularly at night. It's a pleasure walking across. But what about the underbelly? We are struggling. We are still living in the rural era as far as the infrastructure is concerned. Because on one side, we are growing, we are wanting to grow, we are wanting to expand, we are wanting to catch up and play the ultra modern feel and look. But we are not prepared. Our roads are patchy. MCG wants to do things, but MCG is not able to do it because MCG is so hugely dependent on the contractual work which is given to contractors. Now, what happens that they're spending money. MCG is by far, it has coffers of money and they want to spend. In fact, our last commissioner used to say, please bring projects to us. You know, people like you, people who are running the RWAs, please bring projects to us. We have the money. And they are willing to go on a public-private partnership also. But the minutes that they sanction and they give it out to contractors, it's the contractors. And then the shoddy work begins. Either the work does not happen or it happens in such a horrible manner that it is absolutely useless. And then what do the RWAs do? We are always calling up. MCG, on the other hand, oh, what do? We will blacklist the contractor. So look at the crux of problem. The problem is there is an intent, but when it comes to implementation, and that implementation does not get checked. Nobody is there to check. Does the MCG depute an official and say, oh, go and check. What is the contractor doing? It does not happen. A good, robust RWA will probably come up and say, okay, you know, this is going wrong. We will do, and we will come back, and we will raise, and we'll do the red flagging. But then that's where it ends. So constantly. And then if there is too much of halla which happens, they will do the bandit approach. Are, abhi ek team bhej do. You know, what you see on social media, the drives which are happening, the encroachment is getting removed. Oh, this is happening. Why did the encroachment happen? Was the government blind? When we are red flagging, today also we are red flagging, we are saying that this particular road, look at garbage. You're talking about construction waste, the CND waste. We have been flagging off construction waste. Why is it getting thrown off? It is very easy to say, oh, tender hua hai, abhi tender nahi hua. Are, agar 8 mahine tender nahi hoga, to where does the CND waste go? Obviously, it is going to go on the roads. It's going to go on the side banks. It's going to spoil things. Look at roads. In fact, I'll give you a very recent example. What happened? MCG had declared, the chief minister had declared, in next 3 days, all the sewer covers are going to be put across board. There was suddenly a huge flurry of activity. Sewer covers sare lag jayenge. 3 days. 3 days it will be done. I can challenge you. How much have it done? 10%. So, but everything on the books is done. You can see on the books what has happened. There'll be officials who will say, oh, we have done our duty. देखिए हमने ये इतने सारे कर दिए, because everything is just photoshopped. आप photos में कितना दिखा पाते हैं, ground level पे कौन check कर रहा है? कोई नहीं.
You know, a point you mentioned, and if you can just pass on the mic to her, a point you also mentioned, garbage, and I'm being told by several residents here that there is no proper system to be able to dispose the garbage. And that is the cause of the issue. There are garbage piles everywhere, but, you know, there is no system such that it can be disposed of. What is the truth behind it?
I'll not say that there is no system. There is a system. But the thing is that public participation is equally important. When we speak about essentials, the waste segregation, civilization, and everything, so what we need ultimately, SRWA is part of us only. You know, there are few who are actually going out of the way to help all the residents. But ultimately, what I feel that we all are also staying here, so it is ultimately our duty also to help in such kind of situation. Like these are the temporary situation these days in Gurgaon, which can be solved, but public awareness should be there, because if in case people they think that I need to clean my house so I can just dispose of my waste anywhere, that should not be the kind of thinking, because we also feel that as a citizen, as a resident, we should have equal responsibility.
Oh, yes, we all have to be very, very responsible citizens. There are no two ways about that. But also about how the authorities, how the civic authorities are taking care of this problem.
This problem will not be sorted until unless this corruption is not removed. The corruption is the main problem for everything. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but ma'am, as you have pointed out, that tender lekar aate hain. But it goes on and on until unless somebody comes up and says what has happened. But till that time, I think 12 months have gone. So corruption is the main problem, because of which people like us who are paying the taxes on time but with no benefits that we can say. So what I should request to the government, that we should work on the corruption part of this system, where many problems will be sorted.
I request you to pass on the mic. I want to hear from you. What for you is the real struggle?
Yeah, so I think we as citizens, and we are staying in a very posh society and civilized environment. I think we also have social responsibility towards environment, towards our country, towards our city we are living in. So I think educating people on utilizing methods to maybe reutilize waste. So I personally, what I do for vegetable waste, I segregate in a different bin and then utilize it with some DIY tips as a manure. So in my household, like the sabzis and flowers which I have grown, I have learned to use that waste and convert it into some decomposed manure, which is used for further growing of some small sabzi or mirch at my home. So I think these are the small things which we as resident hold duty to learn, educate ourselves, educate our kids to follow some basic rules to protect environment, and that way I think we can teach the coming generation of developing that kind of mindset to be good for ourselves and good for the environment and society. So if I speak about how the civilization, it's robust. So if I see Gurgaon 20 years back and now, it has huge difference. Now, if we see buildings coming in, more development and infrastructure growing, definitely there will be shortage of place to absorb water, and a waterlogging problem can increase. But what we can do is we can have some kind of we can grow plants. Like if people have space, instead of making it a cemented floor, they can utilize it as a mitti wala kacha ground, so that at least from one single person, if an effort come out for 100, for 1,000, for 1 lakh, it will increase and maximize the output. So that's what I think on it.
For someone who is paying heavy taxes, and of course, all of you sitting here, what is your expectation and where is a mismatch?
See, I completely agree with all the residents who've been sitting over here and who've been sharing their views. I think when you talk about taxes, then Gurgaon is amongst the top 10 cities in India who is paying the highest income tax. 2022-23, we paid 40,000 crores of income tax. That's just the income tax I'm talking about. And recently there was one liquor shop which was quite in the news, the one which is next to Bristol, where Majidji is also the CFO for Bristol, so he knows about it. 98.6 crores, one liquor shop, and we all know how many liquor shops are there in Gurgaon. So money is there, the government has a lot of funds, it's just that they don't have the intent to invest it. Not talking about the contractors. Who are these contractors? Someone is maybe a chacha, someone is maybe a bhaiya to some councillor, to some MLA. They are the ones who are getting the tenders through Sifarish, which we all know. Now, what do you expect them to do? when they are relatives to some or the other leader who is in the party, the ruling party right now, do you expect them to work properly? No, they would not work properly, because how everybody gets work, we know how they get work. Corruption is there. The root cause of each and every problem of Gurgaon today is corruption. I, as a resident, I am very responsible. I take all the responsibility. I'm also part of the RWA over here in Sun City. We are one of the bulk waste generators in Gurgaon, by the way. So, which means we have to be a zero waste township, which of course is an impossible task as of now, but we are trying our level best to be. We have an in-house biogas plant wherein we create slurry and then we send it to the plant. Wet waste gets segregated. The dry waste we take and then the collectors take back. In that as well, we've been facing a lot of challenges recently, wherein the government was not supporting us. You know, we were not allowed, our garbage collectors were not allowed to come inside Sun City. Forget collecting the garbage, they were not even given entry in Sun City. Because who's collecting these garbage? You know, you don't have someone like me who's doing this work. You might have someone local who's doing this job, and he will try his level best that only he gets the work, he gets the money out of it, because garbage is also a money-making machine right now. You see the garbage, when you travel to the Faridabad road, for us, earlier it used to be, whenever it used to rain, we used to go for a drive to Faridabad, because that was a beautiful road. That's overlooking the Aravalis. But nowadays, when you go there, you see all the construction waste, even garbage is piling up now. Yeah. Garbage has started piling up. Earlier, it was just the construction waste. So now garbage has also started piling up. Why are we not having proper garbage, disposal plants? Why can't we create that? We have the money, we have the funds, we have qualified people. Now, like I said, we've been dealing with these government officials. Every time an official who tries to do something better for the, for Gurgaon, he gets transferred. Every 6 months there is a transfer happening. Why are these transfers happening? Can anyone from the government tell us whether they were not equipped to work over here, or whether there was something else which they were doing right, which was not expected from them to do? We all know when does an official gets transferred? Only when he has the intent to work for the society. That is when they've been getting transferred. And this is the problem. Anyone who wants to do good work over here does not, they don't let them work. And then end of the day, we know the situation is like this.
You mentioned the liquor shops and the taxes also that are going towards the government, and some residents make that observation that despite the plethora of facilities, the number of schools are lesser than the liquor shops here. Do you largely feel that?
I completely agree. Number of schools. See, education and health. These are the two major essentials of any society, of any country. I think the government should invest more on the schools. They should invest more on the health. Why do you have so many private schools, these days, who are charging a bomb to, parents for their kids to study over there? Why can't you have proper government schools? People like us, we are taking drives. We are going to government schools. We are donating money over there. Why can't the government invest in it? Why do you need people? Why do you need a DLF to come and, develop a golf course road? What about the rest of the Gurgaon? Who's going to do that? Gurgaon is also the 65. Gurgaon generates 65% of the income in Haryana. So if you're generating 65% of income in one single state, imagine the stakes are so high for you that you have to make it, a developed and ideal city. Millennium City, I don't see it happening at least for the next 5 years. Let's see what happens.
And hopefully it doesn't deteriorate. If we could just pass on the mic. Yeah. Again, I want to understand the state of education and healthcare, because you also mentioned that even when it comes to the hospitals here, it is not in the best condition and conducive for all the residents to really be able to seek help.
Yeah, so I would just start saying that we are in a millennium city, and yes, of course, even today, if we compare the medical facilities and education, it is world class here. But yes, as sir has already said, it is completely out of pocket. People are not able to afford this kind of fee structures which the schools are providing, and the kind of education is being done in government school. It is really in a very, very sad state. Kids, they don't even have proper toilets in the government schools. I myself go and work for government schools these days. So why we need to invest in government schools? Why government can do that? Government has a lot of funds. So apart from the overall problems in Gurgaon of waterlogging and garbage, these are again the problem that medical facilities are there, but they are focusing on patient coming from abroad because they will pay more. So there are different departments in hospitals. They are just working on the expat patients. They are not focusing on us. We are the one who need it first. It is for us. हमने ये infrastructure बनाया है. हमारे taxes से hospitals बने हैं. Yeah, from our own taxes, these hospitals are being built up, and now these facilities are not for us. These are, expats are getting privileges for this. So all these things has to taken care of. And education, yes, if you still see, there are not good colleges in Gurgaon. If you talk about, there are just 2-3 colleges. Why? It is the Millennium City. You should also focus on developing good colleges in Gurgaon. So these are the problems which we are seeing, and we don't see this anywhere in the next plans of government that good colleges are coming up, or they are working on garbage segregation. Ma'am has already said that yes, for garbage segregation, we residents are responsible. We should do it. But like he's also mentioned that if we do it, if we segregate it, then also when the garbage collector comes in and he mixes everything. So we are segregating. We are putting so much of effort in educating, and government is not educating. We residents, few of us take initiatives, and we are educating people that how we should segregate, and then they get demotivated when they see that garbage collection guy has come and they had mixed everything together. What is the benefit of segregating at home? We are educating our maids, we are telling them what to do, but it is not happening.
It is said with a sense of sarcasm that Gurgaon turns into Venice during the rains because the waterlogging is so bad.
So why before, when we know that this is a rainy season coming up, why can't you clean the sewage before that? That's the basic minimum requirement. Just 1 month before, you can start the work of cleaning the sewages, but they are not doing it. If they do it, it will not become Venice. At least we will have not the we won't have the problem of waterlogging there. So these are the basic things which has to take place. But yes, of course, the problem is the work is not done directly, and it is given to the contractors. They have no interest. They have interest only till the time they get the contract. After that, they have no interest in it. So now you see that because of these new drives, most of the workers are going back to their hometowns, and Gurgaon is again in last 1 week you will see the garbage are piling up across, like outside each and every resident, each and every lane there is a piles of garbage because no one is there to pick that garbage up. Now there is no plan.
And to worsen it, the number of potholes that are only increasing. I mean, to imagine that these roads are waterlogged and the potholes can be dreadful for those who are walking, for the cyclists, for the joggers. I mean, an accident is only waiting to happen, and this is where it is sheer negligence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I think, what it is said that, a stitch in time saves 9. So I think that's very important for the government to think on these aspects, because the kind of city Gurgaon is and the kind of potential it is, right? If you see, most of the things are around the private, what she was also mentioning. So these are the private hospitals, one of the top notch, Medanta or Fortis, you take any name, all of them are there. But is there, good hospital of a government hospital? Because, most of the people from maybe lower middle class or people from the lower strata, where to go for them? Do we have some kind of AIIMS hospital within the Gurgaon? We have the capability to set up. Or we have a good college like IIT or IIMS. Why don't we have that? Because the kind of revenue we are making and the kind of the government, because it's a willingness. And also sometimes, means obviously the government has to focus on these things. Otherwise, people will start, moving out of these places, right? So another situation, so one of my colleague who was running on the golf course road, and the chain snatching happened and she got badly hurt, right? So the law and order situation, more of a CCTV cameras. So even the whoever is doing, on the golf course road kind of a thing, if somebody is running, right? So somebody needs to, take cognizance of these things. And somebody, means obviously people should free. Like, means obviously for my daughter, I'm happy that she's in Mumbai, because law and order situation also needs to improve here for the females, right? So that all of them feel free to go out, move out in the city, right? So some of these things can always be worked. These are things which are in our control, right? in which the government's initiative is very, very important, so that these things, once taken care of, I think Gurgaon can be and has the potential of being the best city in the country, I can tell you. I enjoyed living here. When I moved from even Delhi, I actually enjoy living here, right? But there is always the scope of improvement, and with everyone's participations and everyone's, contribution with the, the people of this Gurgaon, with the government, taking proper actions on these things, right? So these things can always be improved. And we also keep on suggesting to the, I have a lot of connects in the police forces. So I told them to do some kind of, why do you not do the perceptions kind of indexing for these police officers, what the perceptions people have. So I got that survey done for them. The things are improving, the people have the intent, you have rightly mentioned, but some way, it's lacking, right, in
Right.
the conversion.
Right. And I believe you want to say something.
Yeah, just
And I also want to make the last point that you're saying that the next 5 years are very crucial when it comes to the aim of becoming a millennial city, because either the deterioration can go further and then there will be a downtick, or probably things improve and it changes for the better.
So we hope that, now when we say, the government is all ours, in the sense, in the state, in the district, and in the center. So we are hoping that things should improve. But the only thing is, till the time, you are not hiring good consultants who can advise you about the things, that this should not happen, these are the things which needs to be done. Like government hospitals should come up. So it's been from 6 years we have been fighting, and we have been, in all media, this has come up so many times, that nothing is happening over the government's hospital. So at least those should come up. And we also have right, I have studied in a government school. I have been I think most of us were in Kendriya Vidyalaya or, government school. So when that time we were able to study, why not now? And when I talk about the hospitals, we had an incident here for the, we had who got burns. There is no hospital in Gurgaon who has a burn center, burn department. I have been highlighting it from, past 2 years when we realized. So it's not there. And everybody has to go to Safdarjung. Why? Why we have Millennium City here then? And for everything we have to fight. Why there is not a sports center? We have a place. It's last 2016 it was announced, and it is still the same. Why these things are not coming up?
The sense I get from all of you is that you have been proactive. Thank you. You have been proactive. You people have been making your fair share of suggestions to the authorities, to the government. Is it the lack of responsiveness, the lack of accountability, or the lack of intent to really improve things? Next 5 years extremely crucial for Gurugram as we understand in the way the city is shaping up. I want to thank you all for joining us here and really putting out your views.
Thank you. Thank you so much.